Welcome to Resilient and Sustainable Infrastructure presentation. My name is Salvatore Macri and I'm a solution engineer focused on infrastructure and based in Italy. The goal of this presentation is to provide a high-level overview about the concept of the resilient and sustainable infrastructure and how the Autodesk solution can support designers around the globe to design the next generation of infrastructure. Here the agenda of the presentation. The presentation is divided in three main parts. The first one is focused on the challenging. The second part will be introduce some basic definition. And finally, in the third part, it will be an overview of Autodesk Technology. Let's start with some global challenges. Humanity is living in one era of unprecedented change. The forecast for the population growth land around 10 billion in 2050. That's unprecedented growth, nearly 30% in 30 years. Along with this growing population come a demand for more energy, materials and infrastructure. Every year we are witnessing new temperature record being reached caused by increasing greenhouse and gas emission. As the magnitude of climate change set in and urban population increase, infrastructure investment is needed to close the gap. While there is increasing need to build more, the retirement of workers will deeply impact the construction industry. And technological transformation, particularly AI, has created global pressure for people to keep assessing and certifying their skill, with 85% saying upskill and reskilling will become the new career standard. It's time to produce more with less. But what is meaning sustainability? There are multiple definitions. We can call sustainability the ability to maintain a certain level without compromising the future. According with all the studies, there are three main dimensions for evaluating sustainability: environmental, economical, and social. As you can imagine, all of these aspects are huge, and the presentation will be focused only on some specific aspect. It's also important to don't confuse sustainability and resiliency. Resiliency in general is the capacity to adapt quickly and to any change. Resilient infrastructure refers to the system and structure designed to withstand and recover quickly from disruption like natural disaster, climate change impact or other hazard. Sustainable is different by resilient. Resiliency supports sustainability by extending infrastructure lifespan and reducing resource use due to failure or reconstruction. For example, sustainable roads use low-emission materials. Resilient roads resist erosion from heavy rain. Sustainable and resilient road does both, reducing emission and surviving climate extreme without needing frequent repair. The goal of a sustainable infrastructure is to reduce environmental impact across the life cycle: design, construction, operation, and maintenance. Key future could be the usage of low-carbon materials, for instance, recycled asphalt or clean concrete, the ability to support the clean mobility, EV charging station, bike lanes, public transportation, be more efficient in energy consumption, minimize resource usage, for instance, reduce water use or optimizing land use, and keep attention with life cycle analysis and BIM to track emission and optimize design. But, as mentioned before, the concept of resiliency is not the same of sustainability. Then, the key factor to consider to design a resilient infrastructure might be flood-resistant design, heat-resilient materials, seismic design standard, the usage of digital twin and sensor for monitor infrastructure in real time and predict failures, and introduce redundancy and flexible networks. These two main concepts of sustainability and resiliency are very wide and represent only one of the main challenges for the future, but also a tremendous opportunity. Let's start analyzing the Autodesk AECO portfolio. The AECO portfolio technology offering is robust and broad. We have technology for any project stage and for different outcomes of the project. Mainly, we can consider three main parts. The AECO collection with all the tools for design in different stages and in different sectors. The water infrastructure solution address specific challenges for a water industry. And finally, all the Autodesk Construction Cloud and BIM Collaborate Pro for the digital collaboration. According to the previous concepts, I would like to underline some specific capabilities. GIS is the first element that is important to mention in infrastructure project. With the GIS, it's possible to represent thematic map and understanding where the project is developed and which constraints are located near the location of the new infrastructure. Autodesk and Esri have built a strategic partnership since November 2017. With this partnership, Autodesk and Esri Technologies has multiple touchpoints. This partnership makes stronger the integration between BIM and GIS. Talking about technology, we develop ArcGIS connector on top of Autodesk Civil 3D and InfraWorks. This connection contributes to streamline the GIS data between BIM and GIS, for instance, helping designers and planners to design faster in preliminary design, building environmental impact assessment, and speed up the approval process, making clearer the project intent. But ArcGIS connectors are not the only opportunity. With GeoBIM, designers can integrate project information and geospatial context by creating a connection between the building information modeling cloud and geographic information system in cloud solution. Carbon footprint is one other crucial aspect for design resilient and sustainable infrastructure. Talking about total carbon, that includes both the material and construction processes of creating the roadway or railway, and also the operational side of construction. For these key topics, we can count on three different applications: two Civil 3D plugins and an InfraWorks capability. The first plugin available for the carbon footprint evaluation is ORIS. ORIS is a third-party application for Civil 3D. With ORIS will be possible import Civil 3D project for a comprehensive evaluation of a carbon and supply chain impact across specification. The key benefit of this plugin are, and it's integrated in Civil 3D, allow rapid design iteration for comparing impact, automate carbon reporting, visualize emission hotspots, and identify optimization early when feasible. ORIS plugin is available in Autodesk App Store. EC3 for Civil 3D is an extension available in our Autodesk feedback portal. This application is part of the beta program, then will change in any moment. EC3 is the only free and open access global embodied carbon accounting tool. EC3 enables carbon smart choice during material specification and procurement. EC3 allows designer, construction company, and material supplier that can directly measure, compare, and reduce the embodied carbon for their product and project. In both cases, with ORIS or with EC3, material analysis is crucial to take a better decision. The last application that I would like to mention is the traffic simulation module. With mobility simulation, traffic simulation is one of two specific engines that you can find in InfraWorks. Designer can use the traffic simulation tool to analyze traffic flow through intersection, display color-coded traffic analysis results, and generate traffic simulation animation to play in our model. Use the traffic analyst panel to specify advanced demand matrix profile, vehicle types, driver types, and of course the emission. Water is one of the key aspects for the sustainable and the resiliency of infrastructure. Water is a precious element, but can be a threat. Due to the climate crisis around the different regions of the world, this region can be impacted by water scarcity or by devastating floods, damaging infrastructure and houses. In 2021, Autodesk acquired Innovize, the global leader in building innovative, industry-leading software for the water industry with over 35 years of experience. With this acquisition, Autodesk products capture the entire value chain, covering the full water cycle across 6 key pillars. The products shown on this slide are purpose-built on water industry, solving the challenges of our industry diverse needs. Regarding the water scarcity, in Autodesk portfolio, we can propose a large set of powerful tools like InfoWorks WS Pro, InfoWater Pro or EW Live Pro. This set of tools can perform deeply hydraulic calculation. There are topics very important for infrastructure design, like wastewater, stormwater, and flood management. Typically, drainage design, network catchment design, and hydraulic calculation are always part of infrastructure design, especially for resilient infrastructure. Here are some of the key things that you can do with our product for wastewater, stormwater, and flood management. Info drainage allows the design and analysis of site-specific, sustainable drainage design for land development and transportation projects. With deep integration with Civil 3D, drainage designers benefit from the collaboration with BIM process. InfoWorks ICM is our most powerful modeling tool with integrated 1D and 2D capability to model your entire catchment system and make key decisions for capital planning, stormwater planning, urban development, and more. Together with ICM Live, InfoWorks ICM can also be used for operational modeling to predict in real time the effect of stormwater and overflow events. Info drainage is the first solution the designer can consider for evaluating the impact of stormwater in linear infrastructure like road and railway. Info drainage provides a large set data integration like CAD, GIS, terrain model, and also the capability to perform hydraulic calculation in 1D or 2D dimension. Info drainage is direct connected with Civil 3D. By a specific tab in Civil 3D, designer can export and import the Civil 3D network. This direct connection enables BIM process and speed up the design process, reducing rework across the team. Info drainage provides a different set of capability specifically designed to sustainable project. In info drainage, there are specific flow control based on national standard for sustainable drainage, like bioretention, drywall, ponds, and more. When the infrastructure project becomes very large and is needed to have a more powerful calculation, we can offer InfoWorks ICM. ICM is the Autodesk most powerful modeling tool with integrated 1D and 2D capability to model your entire catchment system, evaluating also the river analysis. Collaboration is the key to success for any complex project such as infrastructure. With a clear collaboration, it is possible to collect properly the data along the entire life cycle of the project. Our vision is to support a full digital asset life cycle management process for architect, engineer, constructor, and operators. Here we see a simple view of how team members typically exchange information on a project. It is a giant matrix and hard to ensure the right information is with the right person on the right time. Often information live within different systems, and information exchange is manual and error prone and can lead to costly mistakes. Now we see the same organization but under a common data environment. Of course, this is a simple way of looking at the CDE. With the CDE, the information flows through a central repository where, ideally, it is more easily controlled and up to date. The CDE provides mechanisms to gate information flow that construction documents and other information such as markup and issue are only available when appropriate. The key components of a common data environment include centralized data storage, a single repository for all documents, drawings, models, and data that lets all stakeholders have access to the most up-to-date information. Document management, tool for uploading, organizing, categorizing, and managing project files with version control that can help ensure accurate tracking of changes and updates. Collaboration and communication, a platform for seamless communication and collaboration among project stakeholders, including architects, engineers, contractors, and clients. This promotes transparency and coordination. Access control and permission, security feature that regulate access in the project data. It ensures that only authorized users can view, edit, or manage specific file or information. Audit trail and compliance, built-in auditing function that track user activity, document change, and project updates are critical for compliance, accountability, and traceability. Integration with other systems. Compatibility with design, modeling, and construction management tools like BIM can provide smooth data flow across a project's different phases. Data accessibility. Cloud-based access helps stakeholders to retrieve and manage data from any location and foster real-time communication and decision-making. Workflow automation. Features like automated submittal, approval, and transmittal streamline project processes and improve efficiency. These components work together to ensure that the CDE supports efficient project management, accurate data exchange, and clear communication through the project lifecycle. The Autodesk Construction Cloud is a centralized platform built for AECO firms that enable real-time collaboration and workflow automation across the teams. Docs is the foundation of the CDE, but thanks to all the Autodesk Construction Cloud, BIM Collaborate Pro, and the interoperability with the desktop solution, we are able to provide an end-to-end solution for any design and construction project. Digital collaboration, streamlined communication, document sharing, and data management, improving project performance and coordination. The adoption of ACC and BIM Collaborate Pro help designers to take right decision and faster decision for more sustainable and resilient infrastructure. Thanks for listening.